It's your boy Sean here with Trucking Life with Sean. I'm out here on Mississippi on I-59 headed northbound back up toward Hattiesburg, headed back to Dalton, Georgia. Just did a run out here to Houston, Texas. We went out there, went to Houston, and then yesterday we went a little further south down and Texas, picked up a back load, and now we're headed back to Dalton, Georgia. So coming through Mississippi, it's been a beautiful drive, and so far so good. The weather's been nice. It's I hadn't had much traffic, and it's just been great. So hope everybody's doing good this Saturday morning. I just wanted to touch base with everybody and say thank y'all for watching the channel and subscribing. We got a few more subscribers over the weekend, and I appreciate every single one of y'all. I also want to congratulate the few people who came to Rosedale. We had a few last week that came in, and I appreciate that. And we got another one coming in next week. Earl, hey, what's going on, Earl? I see you're watching. So, buddy, Earl's coming into orientation next Wednesday, so he's joining the team. So I appreciate every one of y'all that's actually watched the channel and actually listened to me and actually come over to a company that's worth coming to, especially just working for a company that gives you respect. And like I said, I tell you all this not just to sell you the company, but to tell you the truth, because it works for me. Rosedale is good for me. Now, it may not work out for you, it may not be for what you like, but Rosedale works for me because of certain things. When they get me home every week, that matters to me. You know, seeing my wife and my kids matter without risking losing my miles. So that's the reason I came to, the reason I'm back here at Rosedale is, you know, I work for Heartland Express and major carriers, and you said, well, you know, they pay more money and this and that. Not really. My checks are better than they've been with any other company because, and I'm home. I mean, last week, let me give you an example. Last week, okay, I ran over 3,000 miles, and I was home. This is before I did my off time, but last week I was home. I came home 3 of the 7 nights by the house. Took my 10-hour break. That's what's awesome. Is, you know, they have certain lanes that go, and you know, depending where you live at, it works for me. But depending on where you live at, you know, you can work the lanes that you need to work, and that's what matters. And I'm not saying Rosedale's the only trucking company out there. There's a lot of trucking companies out there that are good. There's a lot of bad. So I'm really thankful and fortunate that I found a company that actually checks those boxes for me. That's Rosedale Transport in Dalton, Georgia. If you are looking for a company, maybe to check the boxes for you, if it is, call Tina next week. The number is 706-226-1003. Tell her Sean sent you. And just know when you come to Rosedale that you're coming to a company that won't lie to you. They will tell you the truth. And that matters so much, man. I hate being lied to. I worked for companies that I didn't feel like I was respected. I felt like, you know, they just took advantage of me, but I don't feel like that here. I feel like right now I have not a doubt in my mind. If I called and said, listen, I need to get home, my wife is sick, that they would get me home immediately. Now, I'm not saying to take advantage of that. You do got drivers out there that take advantage of Rosedale, take advantage of companies that will just lie. But, you know, I work hard, I get my miles, I do my job, I'm not late on my loads, I don't turn down loads, I do what I'm supposed to. So I feel like in return, I want a company that's going to give me respect that I give respect to. So I give Rosedale the ultimate respect, and I do what they ask me to do. I take care of their equipment. You know, I'm not out here running miles that I shouldn't be doing. You know, I'm trying to do. Here's my fuel mileage, and you know, I'm never late on my loads unless something happens. I try to take care of my maintenance, but in return, they bless me back. I'm driving a brand new truck. Y'all know I've had 3 brand new trucks in the last 2 years. I mean, that's crazy. I mean, where do you see that at? Rosedale. A lot of things that they're good about them. I mean, and this is not a video just to harp on Rosedale. I just wanted to let y'all know that they're really a great company to work for. But there's a lot of reasons why, and I'm not going to go into that today, but there's just a lot of reasons. So for those who've made the choice to come over to Rosedale the last 30 days, I appreciate every one of y'all. I think there's been about 12 to 15 people off my channel the last 30-40 days just came over to Rosedale and made the decision to come, and welcome aboard. I'm enjoyed meeting all y'all, and the ones I haven't met yet, I look forward to doing that. Look forward to that. So appreciate y'all coming along and joining. But what I want to talk to you about today, I know the title of the video said, "Do not let this happen to you." Well, I was driving a while ago, and I was in Louisiana, and you know, you get a set, you get driving, you're not kind of in a daze, you're just rolling along, you know, and you watch for brake lights, and you watch for emergency lights up ahead, but are you really paying attention to things? So what happened is, I'm just driving, I see no brake lights. This car is getting closer and closer ahead, and I'm like, what's this guy doing? Is he slowing down? Y'all, this car was almost to a complete stop in the middle of the interstate. Another truck in front of him was pulling him with a ratchet strap down the interstate. Yeah, down the ratchet strap down the interstate. Now, I'm just kind of in my days, listening to music, checking out the scenery, but you've got to pay attention. And I say that because I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect either, but if I hadn't just been paying attention, and I was kind of halfway paying attention, but I could have just ran right in the back of him so quick. As soon as I noticed it, I looked, and thank God I was able to get over. There was a stream of traffic coming up to the left of me, and I was able to get over. And I wasn't going very fast. I wasn't even going 68. I was going like 64, 65. I was, you know, just cruising along, you know. But I could have ran right into that person and killed them. But you got to pay attention. So the truck that's hauling that car had his four ways on, but you couldn't tell that it's pulling on a ratchet strap. So I made this video to let y'all know that you do got to pay attention, but don't just look for brake lights. Don't just look for that. But you do need to look for brake lights, but don't just look for that. You got to pay attention to the people in front of you. They might not have tail lights. They might not have brake lights. They might not use blinkers. And God, if you hit them, it's your fault. They could be stalled out in the middle of the interstate. Boom, you hit them. I mean, your fault. You know, God forbid you kill them. You're going to prison for the rest of your life. And you kill somebody, then you got to live with it the rest of your life. You don't want to live with that. So don't let that happen to you. I always tell my trainees to look up ahead and look for brake lights. And like I said, in this instant, I couldn't do it with the brake lights, but look ahead and look for brake lights. Okay, now let me show you another thing. You see this guy right on the side of the road? He's standing out next to this car. That's actually dangerous. Okay, you'll see that he broke down the side of the road. If you're in your 18-wheeler, I'm glad I brought this up, or you're in a car, or anything, you break down on the side, where's the safest place for y'all to be? Do y'all know? It doesn't matter if you're on the side of the road. The safest place for you to be is in your seatbelt strapped to your car. Let's say I blew a steer right then, and I ran off and I hit that car. That kid standing out there next to his car thinking, oh, well, I better be safe because I don't want to be in my car because somebody hits me. I could have went around him and ran right into him. He has no protection. I could hit the car, it could have ran into him. Or let's say I jackknife and I don't want to hit the car and I dodge it and I go to the right, I kill him. You're safer being buckled up inside your vehicle than you are on the side of the road. Y'all know what I'm talking about? I appreciate that, Earl Girl. See you watching Trucker 87. What's up, big dog? Thomas Haywood, what's up? Morning to you. Yeah, Trucker 87, like I was talking about Roseville, you gotta do what's best for you. You know what I mean? Like, there's some companies out there that, you know, that's local, and maybe local is best for you. Maybe something you want to be out 4 to 6 weeks at a time. Maybe that's best for you. But Rosedale works best for me. So me saying Rosedale this, Rosedale that, doesn't mean it's going to be the best for you. So, you know, it's good for me because I like the way they work. I like getting home. I like the miles. I like the atmosphere. I like that stuff. Some people don't like talking to people. Some people like dealing like a robot. I don't. So that's why I chose Rosedale. But anyways, enough said. So the tip of the day is two things, y'all. The main thing is pay attention. You can be the perfect driver. If you're not paying attention, boom, something's going to happen to you. Like Earl said, look ahead 12 to 15 seconds, follow distance. He said 47 seconds. Exactly. Got to look ahead all the time. It's easy to drift off and stare into space and get, you know, caught up in the sound of the engine. You know, it almost hypnotizes you, you know. Sometimes I'll drive my radio off. It's like, it'll hypnotize you if you ain't careful. So make sure you're paying attention. I don't want you to do nothing wrong or hurt yourself or hurt anybody else. So make sure y'all do that. Anyway, about 2 miles is love. I have been driving now for, let's see here, about 3 hours and 10 minutes. So I'm going to pull over and take a break. I like to stop every 2 to 3 hours, even if it's just for a 5 or 10 minute break. Not to take a 30-minute break, but every 2 to 3 hours is good to stretch your legs. You're like, well, Sean, you don't get nowhere stopping every 2 hours. And I'll drive longer and further because I do stop every 2 to 3 hours and stretch my brakes. It keeps you from being fatigued. How come I can get 3,000 miles plus every week? I get my miles. People say, well, how do you get those miles? Stop it. No. Because I do stop. I do stop every 2 to 3 hours. Take a little break. Stretch my legs. Keeps me from getting fatigued. And I can go longer, stronger, further. And I get more miles. I run with the big dogs by stopping. So it's time for me to go ahead and stop, stretch the old legs, walk around, go ahead and take my Rosedale cup right here. Boom! Fill it full of ice, because you know it loves. You get free refills, card. As long as you got a cup, so I fill that full of ice, keep that full of ice water. I've got, spring water in the truck, but I go in there and I fill it up with some crushed ice. You come on. Boy, I need to get out. I need to shave, get a haircut here soon. Yes, sir, boss. So I'm pulling off here. Appreciate all y'all watching. Appreciate y'all joining. Again, if you want to come to Rosedale Transport, the number is 706-226-1003. Sure tell you boy Sean singing. I appreciate it. Hey, let's get it. Turn live with Sean.